Today's guest is a really good friend of mine, white kid, benzo fiend. Nah, he's sober now, and we're gonna just sit down and hash it out. This is my boy Aaron Romano from back in the day, from now, from then, from the past, from the present. Hope you guys like the episode. So, you're a fucking good looking guy. I bet you get a lot of pussy. What's that like?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's, I don't really like to talk about it too much.
Oh yeah, that's cool, we don't want to.
Because of, don't kiss and tell, you know?
Right, no, yeah, that's cool.
But,
Men don't kiss, gentlemen don't kiss and tell, but at the same time, fuck being a gentleman, right?
True.
There you guys. Today's episode is brought to you by belts, for when you just need to beat your wife. And that's the end of that ad. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
So what, dude, you got those curly fries on deck? I hear you're working at Arby's now?
Yeah,
Where are the curly fries at? Where are my fries?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a fry.
It's a fry!
During happy hour,
We're still on that fry shit.
2 to 5 every day, $1 shit at local Arby's. Already promoting my shit. I've worked there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, plug it. Shameless. I don't give a fuck,
It's
man.
my dedication to Arby's and Inspire brands.
Yes, dude, I love it. So let me ask you this. Can you eat just one curly fry? Will that actually satisfy you?
You know, they come in all shapes and sizes, kind of like dicks.
Kind of like this.
You know,
I mean, you would know, but anyway, that's fine.
You know, I mean, I've seen it all. You know.
You're an open-minded dude.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, dude, so like the biggest one, a big curly fry, full. It's not broken. It's got the twist in it.
Yep.
You eat one of those. Can you truly be satisfied with just one fry, just a fry?
You know, yeah, I can. You know, all I need is one fry, and if people aren't even willing to to give that to me, I mean, we're gonna have a problem. I mean, it's a fucking fry.
Dude, okay, so follow-up question.
Yeah.
That grave evening
Uh-huh.
with you, me, and my brother at McDonald's when you asked him for a fry,
Yep.
and you ate the fry.
Did I?
Yeah, he gave you one fry.
Okay.
And he claims that you fronted like you were satisfied. What do you say that? Were you actually satisfied that night? What do you think?
No, man. I was broke as a fucking joke, and it was those days when I barely had enough money to buy McDonald's. And
You're hungry. You keep looking at me.
I was hungry as fuck, man. Like, one fry could have turned into 10 fries to 100 fries. I mean, it was just endless fries. And so when I asked for one, it's really like giving me the whole, thing. Yeah,
dude, that's the addict state of mind, you know what I mean? You can ask somebody, a lot of addicts I see fucking fiending, you know, their brain gets taken over and then they ask people for shit and they fucking ask for one fry, but they really want 10, dude, but not the fry, yeah.
Yeah, and I also just expect things from people without telling them what I want, you know? Because you're supposed to understand what I want and then provide it for me.
Right, that's how the world works. That is how you heard it here first, folks.
I mean, maybe not for others, but for me it does.
Yeah, I love it, man. So we're both recovering addicts.
We are.
We both used to do some fucked up shit together.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a lot of drugs, and part of our shared experience, I want to say, is that we both had a relapse, at least one. I've had way more than one.
Me too.
But I wanted to ask you this: when I got sober from meth. I was shooting up a lot of meth. It was very bad, and I went to this sober house in Tennessee. I was there for about a month, and I was doing meetings, and my life was fucking whole again. It was awesome. I felt on top of the world, but I was still going to these meetings, and most of the people there would have relapse as part of their story. As I'm sure you've seen. Relapse is a part of a lot of addicts' recovery story.
Right.
And what I think I did was I heard all those people telling these stories, and I may have just used it as an out, because I remember thinking, I want to relapse. I want to fucking do this shit again, man.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. And so I think I used that as an excuse. Everybody else has relapse as a part of their story. I'm trying to have relapse as a part of my story. And I fucking drove up to Iowa and bought a bag of meth. Did you have anything like that? Was it at all like that for you? Because right after I did it, I felt, a couple hours in, I felt, this is a bad idea and I gotta get sober again. Obviously I relapsed after that too, but is there do you see anything in that?
Yeah, I mean, there's just, the point of the ceiling for rationalization, justification, and excuses when I'm in addiction actively it's non-existent, you know. One of the weirdest things, or in regards to wanting to do it over, I tried to go to a psych ward one time.
You tried to admit yourself, or?
Like, it was gonna be a thing where I was trying to convince people to let me go to a psych ward so that I wouldn't have to go to rehab or get sober.
Oh, okay. Blame it on your mental health. Right,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah, mental health, right? Like, that exists.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah, man, I was, like, really trying to go, though. I was, I'm like, please take me to a psych ward. I mean, who says that?
Yeah,
People don't fucking say that.
I've never said that.
I fucking said that.
Yeah.
Probably in a bunch of different ways, but,
Take me to the psych ward. Take me to the psych ward. I worship like a dog.
It's like a party for emo people.
Yeah, dude. But you can't shave in there. You can't fucking kill yourself. Sometimes you just want to kill yourself, dude. The psych wards don't let you do that. Highly frowned upon.
Well, I think all it does is it's gonna force you to be a lot more creative with it. I mean, you're gonna have to.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you really want to kill yourself, I feel like, or do whatever you want to do, you're gonna find a way. You just gotta be super fucking creative. And
It's hard in the psych ward, though. It's hard. Not like I would know. I've never been there, but I hear it's hard.
Yeah.
They take away your shoelaces. If you're really at risk, they'll fucking, I don't know, put your hands inside of a down pillow or something.
Yeah, that's
Take two down pillows, tie your hands together.
That's just kind of fucked though. Like, I don't know, man.
It's dehumanizing.
I don't know what the solution is.
Those people aren't fucking human anyway. They're psychos. No, I'm just kidding. Psychos are humans too. I mean, I think they can be cured. And here, let me say this. So I have an episode that's coming out after this that I already recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty short one, but in it I talked about what is it? I talked a little bit about borderline personality disorder, which I have no authority to talk about, so I hope that I didn't really fuck up. But I had this theory that getting really into drugs and getting really addicted to drugs could manifest a second personality. The one who is the fiend and the one who wants to get high as fuck and will do anything,
mm-hmm.
and the one that's not. And it just really contributes overall to the theme of that drugs will fuck your mental health. And that once you try to get diagnosed, I just think it's a bad idea to get diagnosed for mental health stuff when you're addicted to drugs, because that's gonna fuck everything up. That's like the main. We're all on drugs in this country, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there really is no solving mental health when you're putting all those different things in your brain, and it just doesn't know what to expect. I mean,
yeah, if you're not willing to get sober, you're not gonna get anywhere with your mental health.
Right.
But there are definitely ways to treat these people, and this country makes it hard. I've heard Dr. Drew talk a lot about it, how our laws allow people with mental illness who their mental illness causes them to believe that they don't need help, and then they get fucked by the system, and it's pretty sad.
Yeah, and but I think everyone's different with all this stuff. I don't think there's one solution for all. I think there are a lot of suggestions out there, and a lot of them I don't really care about.
AlcoholicsAnonymous.com. Fuck them. Okay.
So, dude, I was on Instagram this morning.
Yeah?
I woke up at like 5 in the morning for some reason and was up for a while on Instagram.
Pulling around on Insta. You follow me on Instagram? You can follow me right now at QDecent Pod, bro.
Fuck off. And I'm never on Instagram, but for some reason it's just like interesting at 5 in the morning, dude.
You got some bitches sliding into the DMs, or?
Well, I don't receive DMs until, so, and also it's like there's so many of them, it's hard to like filter through them and even read them all, but I'm not going to go into that, it's not about me, but
right.
So I came across this, and don't say anything first,
wow.
Because there's more meaning to this. This is a stripper.
Then titties! Not going.
Yeah, they're pretty small actually, but
oh.
I think, but
what's her name? Diamond Quisha or some shit?
No.
Fucking.
She probably wishes though. I can tell. She's
Diamond Crystal Ruby.
I can tell she's being one of those people that's trying to be black and act black.
Like the fucking what do they call
Barbie?
it when white people try to be black? I don't know. Never mind.
Ariana Grande.
No, there's like some word for when white chicks fucking tan and they get lip implants, and people have been saying it lately. A word for like. I don't know, they're trying to take the fashion.
Yeah,
white
it's like
people are
whatever,
trying to
dude.
look
Everyone
black,
fucking knows you're white, and
right.
everybody like knows like what you're about, right?
Okay.
And also, you have no right to like say certain things that you think you can say. We all know what I'm talking about. But so this girl is my age, like 21.
Okay, 21.
She
Her,
lived
name,
right.
her name's Diamond Crystal Ruby. I want to fuck you, right? That's what her name is?
I think that's her stripper name.
Okay, bet.
And I just want to be clear, like, I don't have any problems with strippers.
I love a good stripper, man. I'll go to a strip club, spend $1,000. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got to get their money. I mean, somebody's got to do it, right? I don't think they want me doing it, fucking wagging my dick everywhere, like, putting dollar bills, like,
I don't know, dude. I bet some gay bars would have you as a male stripper, maybe.
Yeah, no.
But dude, women, they gotta hustle sometimes if they want to use their body to have a hustle and fucking dance and. I don't know, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's fine, and
that's her hustle.
And then another post was
OnlyFans.
Her OnlyFans.
Well, she's got an OnlyFans, folks.
So as far as I'm aware, OnlyFans is basically like a video chat thing where you just kind of show off your titties. And
I would call it. It was originally a subscription where users could put out content and you could subscribe to it. Content.
And now
it's porn.
Now it's porn.
It's porn. Yes.
But anyway, so this girl was in my grade, and she lived next door to me in like 5th and 6th grade.
Sixth grade stripper? I'm just kidding. Go on.
Those are my favorite.
Like, oh God! Oh no!
Either way, it's not about her being a stripper, and it's not about her having an OnlyFans, and it's not that I'm saying that she doesn't respect herself and that she probably went down a bad road.
Okay.
But it's just weird to see someone that you used to like go to recess with being a stripper now.
Yeah,
right?
that is weird. I saw a picture of one of my friends the other day who was like showing some serious side boob, and I was in a club, and I was like on her profile picture, and I was like, damn, I went to kindergarten with you. What the fuck?
Right, and I didn't go
weird.
to high school. Like I didn't, and it's like I started thinking about all, what got her there. What did she just want to? Like, is she trying to rebel against her daddy? Like, is she like? And then I started wondering about. Like, how many guys is she hooking up with? And it's fucked up to have this thought because stripping does not equal sleeping
Slut.
around.
Yeah.
Slut, okay.
I was saying does not equal slut.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
No, I don't
But
think
yeah,
so.
I started having all these thoughts, and then, and I also started thinking about, like, what if I, got in there. And,
What if you got up in there?
Yeah, and it's just, like, not, it's not something I expected, and it just makes me think a lot about, like, all these people that I've known in my life through school and sports and activities. It's like, where the fuck are they now? You could be a stripper, you could be,
Anywhere, man.
a recovering fucking addict of every drug, you could be a successful businessman, you could be a douchebag, I mean...
Everybody's a douchebag.
Except for me.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm sure that Diamond, Ruby, Crystal, whatever the fuck,
Mhm.
I'd made up that name. I'm sure she got a taste of that cash and a taste of that attention, and was like, I'm gonna chase this. Because once you get, and I think for women I found that like a really attractive woman
Mhm.
gets into drugs, gets addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
She gets to get addicted to drugs for free a lot of the time.
Yeah.
We had to pay into that. We had to pay to get addicted to drugs.
I
And
always wanted it to be free.
Yeah, I mean, we want that, but when you think about it really, you get really into that. You get really into the free shit, getting high for free, getting fucking, and you end up sleeping with dudes, sleeping with drug dealers, whatever, like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's gotta be so much harder to get out of than somebody who paid into it. Maybe not, I could be wrong, but it seems like it's easier for a lady who's attractive and willing to hoe around a little bit for some drugs
I hear that.
to get way deeper into it, and like, I don't know. I feel bad because it's not really their fault. They just fucking had something at their hands, and then they went for it, and it was, it's so easy to get addicted to shit.
Yeah, so, I think she's probably getting a taste of that money and a taste of that dick. And, no,
We should put your dick up in her taste buds.
we should?
You should.
We should.
I didn't say we.
No, we, I think, actually.
No, I don't think so.
Do you remember when we crossed streams?
Did we do that?
We did do that. I think a couple
That sounds
times.
familiar. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we were fucked up.
And it's
crossed
not that we
streams.
were, like, looking at each other's dicks.
Sword
or, like,
fight?
or,
No,
like,
I was looking at your dick for sure.
Oh, well, I was also looking at my dick because it's a sight to see, but, like...
You got a fucking piece on you.
I got a dick on me.
Oh man, you got that big
But,
dick.
like, what inspired us to do that? Like, I get that we were stoned, but, like, Why? Like, was it
Step
just
Brothers
funny?
sword fight. That's where probably where I got it in the movie Step Brothers. They do
yeah.
a sword fight. I thought it was funny.
I don't think I've ever done that with anyone else.
Yeah, I've done it with I think I've done it with my brother maybe.
Piss Brothers.
Piss Brothers, I like it now. Good, so I got an Amazon package. Any guesses? You know what it is?
A book.
No, it's not a fucking book, bro. So it has something to do. It's a. You got a blade on you? No, never mind.
I got my dude.
It's an Amazon Basics cord. It's for an external hard drive, so it's a USB.
Oh,
USB-B to USB-C.
supporting that Bezos money. You know he's gonna.
Yeah, I fuck with Bezos, man.
Do you?
Yeah, I know him personally. We have like fucking cocktails every Thursday, man.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah,
you
bro.
posted on your Instagram at the QDecent Podcast
Yeah.
Instagram, right?
Yeah, bro.
So go check that out if you want to see a picture of him and fucking Jeff Bezos having cocktails.
Yeah, and if you can't find it, it just means I blocked it from you, so it's there, I promise.
And you're also dumb because it's like it's Instagram, like
Yeah.
you know.
You follow me on Instagram, bro? You gotta follow me on Instagram.
Dude, I will, but like, I'm just like really busy.
Fuck you, man. I do clips of the show. I do clips of the show on Instagram. I do clips of the show on TikTok. Just so you guys know, once again, my Instagram is at QDecepod. That's QD's Pod. My TikTok, dude, and honestly, posted a few clips on TikTok. I got a lot of attention from my first 3 videos. I think they gave me a chance, put me out in the algorithms. 150 views. I mean, that's not a lot, but for someone who has no captions or hashtags or anything,
Oh, yeah.
they're doing something. They give me a chance. But now every clip I posted gets very little attention.
Like how many views?
Like 6 max. 1, 2, 4, 3.
Make it 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, make it 7, 8, and 9, you guys. At Qds. TikTok, at Qds. KYOODS. Yeah, bro.
You should consider making an OnlyFans as well.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. You
Think
know,
people would like the content?
I think they would. You know, I mean, do whatever you feel
I gotta
like.
show my titties for $8 a month.
Somebody would probably pay for it, man.
Yeah. Maybe.
And I don't mean to say that somebody like it's a shot in the dark. Like those are
Somebody would, probably.
they would.
Yeah.
It's like fuck it, man. Get your money. You know?
Yeah, for real.
But also, if I went to recess with you, like I just don't expect to see you being a stripper now.
PSA, if you went to recess with somebody, don't strip for them.
Exactly. And
Nah, there's no way you can know that, man. You do you. Strip in front of whoever you want. Get that money, girl. I don't give a fuck.
or boy.
Or boy. There are male strippers.
Yeah, and
Fuck
actually
this
there
shit,
needs to
bro.
be more love out there for male strippers.
There
and
should
stuff
be more
like that.
love. I should have a male stripper on the podcast.
Yeah, and
That'd be fun.
and I'm
That'd be
also just surprised that people haven't been like constantly asking me to be one.
Yeah?
You know?
With this bod?
Yeah, with this thing, like, you know, I'm
Hell
just,
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm always wondering, like, why am I not getting these requests? But, it's all good. It's all good, man. I don't need to be a fucking stripper to feel half decent about myself, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do your other stuff. I've been running every day, and it's been great for my days. It's been great. Dude, so let me ask you something. I know you're not really doing drugs or weed right now, but
Yeah.
do you agree that shorting somebody 0.4 on a bag of weed is the drug equivalent of speeding 9 miles an hour over so the cops won't pull you over? I short you 0.4 so you won't hit me back as a short half a gram. Oh, it's only short 0.4.
How big is the bag?
An ounce.
I mean,
You think that's kind of? Do they have the same thing in mind? Do they have?
it's
the
like,
same
how
idea?
broke are you? You know?
What, the person who's buying it or the person
Yeah.
selling it?
Buying it and selling it. But mostly buying it. Because I think
You're
that's...
gonna weigh it out. It's 0.4 short. You're gonna hit them back. I need that 0.4.
Right, I mean, like, if you're that concerned about a 0.4, I get it. I don't have a ton of money myself, but also, like, it's 0.4.
Yeah, dude. That's why. Every time in the past when I would buy a bag of weed and it would be, if it was 0.5 short, you better bet I'm calling them back.
Yeah, or like
But if it's
0.45.
or more, it's like a rule of mine. If it's like 0.4 or less, I would fucking not call back because fuck it, you know.
You gotta make your own rules for everything. You have to set your own rules, and when people don't fucking follow them, dude...
You fuck them up. You beat them with the belt, just like your wife.
And all, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, and also, like, you can change the rules every day. And, like, they should catch on, you know?
And you can always break them by a little bit, 0.4 or 9 miles an hour. I
Yeah.
think they just have the same sort of thing in mind.
But if other people break them at all, it's like, the fuck out of my life, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, bro. let me just say a PSA really quick to the world. If you are spending time with anybody that's making you feel any kind of not pleasant, fuck them, man. Stop. People stick with their friends because they're their friends, even when their friends become shitty, and I hate it, dude. If you are no longer having fun in a relationship, fucking stop. Stop hanging out with them. What do you think? You agree?
I do, but I also overthink things, so I think there's a lot of pieces that go into it. I mean,
yeah, there's a lot to it.
We're friends right now, and I feel like we've both been pieces of shit at times.
In our lives, yeah. Or to each other, or in general, or...
I don't know. I don't really think to each other that much, but maybe, I don't know, just in general, but like at the same time, like, sometimes you just need space from people,
Gotcha.
And if you love someone, like, you gotta give them space, and maybe they'll come back around, maybe they won't, and if they do, then they're probably a real one. You know
if you love something, let it go. Yeah, I definitely got to admit, and I've said this to you before, that if you were in the past all fucked up on Xanax, I would not have a good time hanging out with you, and I would try to get out of there quicker.
Yeah.
But, like, that's definitely not true when you're not, you know?
Yeah,
but I think we've always been good friends. Dude, we were close as fuck in high school. We would literally sell weed together and, like, sell pills together. We were trapping together. We were making bad decisions together.
They were actually some of my actual good high school memories, you know? Like, whenever I see anything that's, like, set in a high school and like a TV show now, I get all like ugh, like
yeah, dude.
school,
13 Reasons Why. There's a new season of 13 Reasons Why.
That's what I'm talking about. I started watching it.
You started it?
I'm like halfway through.
Season 1 or season
4?
Season 4. Okay.
I'm watching season 4. Yeah, it's
So like you were already through season 3 when season 4 came out.
Yeah, and I rewatched season 3 like last week.
Oh, okay. You binge it?
Yeah. I always.
They're really good at making you want to know what's coming next. They really got the suspense down in that show. It's a bingeable show. And I'm like 2 episodes into season 4.
It's really weird.
Season 4?
Yeah, it's
I have no idea what's gonna. I didn't know there was gonna be a season 4. I thought they'd wrapped it up at season 3.
I know.
Fucking let the dead bury the dead.
Yeah, well, this is gonna be the last season because of like high school ending and stuff.
And 4 is enough, man. 4 seasons is enough for any show. I mean, 5 if you're Breaking Bad, and fucking 9 if you're The Office. But anything else, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
Schitt's Creek, incredible. I think they're actually on season 6 now.
Yeah, they are. Have you watched it yet?
There's 5 seasons on Netflix, and that's all I've seen.
Yep.
So I gotta find season 6 and check it out. I've asked some of my fans to tweet me at QDecent Podcast about some really cinematic fucking masterpieces that are on Netflix because I want to check them out. You ever watch anything really good lately? Anything that was like, oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yes.
What'd you get? What do you got?
Did you see the Jeffrey Epstein documentary?
No.
Did you see it on there?
Yes.
Filthy Rich?
Filthy Rich.
I didn't know about this fucker Jeffrey Epstein until I watched
At all?
it. No, I didn't know.
Oh, damn. You never heard Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
No, I never...
People were saying that a few years ago. You were probably too zanned out to notice.
Probably. But, no, dude, he did, I think. Maybe.
You think he killed himself?
I don't know.
That's a controversial opinion.
It is, yeah. But, dude, this documentary is fucked. I mean, it's just crazy the stuff that you can get away with if you're...
Rich, filthy rich.
Filthy rich.
Money buys everything.
Important. And it's also crazy that the government is so, like, flimsy with these things. I mean, he literally bought himself out of getting any kind of accountability for raping, like, this many girls, plus, like, this many girls.
So 20.
Plus, like, this
so
many
30.
girls.
So, like, 30,000. Got it.
Yep. He got out of it by money, and there was also just a bunch of pictures throughout it, old pictures of him and Trump,
and Clinton, right? Bill Clinton.
Yeah, and also it was Bill Clinton, like, to this day is just completely denied having ever gone to his island, and
I would too if I were Bill Clinton.
I don't know, because he didn't. Everyone knows he went though, so it's like, why are you lying about it? Like the guy that worked there literally is like, I saw him there over 20 times. And
because you fucked somebody underage, and now you're running for president.
Yeah, and then there's this fucker in it, like Prince Andrew or whatever. Like,
oh yeah, I heard something about him.
He was involved with it too, and I don't know, man. What do you think of people that do these kind of things? Do you think it's like some kind of mental health? Do you think they're just fucked as a human being? Like, what do you think it is?
Well, let me answer your question with a question.
Okay.
If you had fucking every dollar in the world that you could ever want, and you were getting old, wouldn't you fucking bust in some young bitches too?
I mean, he was getting like these 14-year-old bitches. I think for me, they have to be at least 15 and a half.
Oh my god, dude.
But, I don't know, dude. And it's like, he's like...
15 and a half. You heard it here first.
No less. Then that's creepy, you know?
Then that's creepy, right?
But, like, he had this whole scheme about, like, hey, you want to come give me a massage? Like, all this stuff. It's like, dude, you're 50. You've been in the game... Or 60, 50. You've been in the game, and by the game, I mean probably having sex for a few decades now. It's like, dude, figure out an easier, better way to make this stuff happen. Like, don't say that you want a massage. Say, I want to have sex. Would you like to join me? You know, like that type of shit.
Yeah, dude. So, like, but I think maybe a 14-and-a-half-year-old girl is Jeff Bezos. Oh my god. What's his name? Jeffrey Epstein. That's his fucking Xanax bar. That's his fucking IV meth. That's his fucking addiction, maybe. And he's been hiding it his whole life. It's fucking dirty little secret. And if you can get away with it, you will, because that's what we did with the Xanax and the meth. If we could get away with it, we would, even though we knew it was horrible for us and for everybody else around us. And I think that once he got into that, once he got a fucking taste of the 14-and-a-half-year-old pussy, you know, it's over for him.
Do people get better from that, though? That's the thing that I'm wondering, because people recover from drugs, people recover from all kind of addictions, sex addictions, gambling addictions, whatever it is, eating disorders. So there's like hope there. Like, is there hope for you if you're having those kind of thoughts?
It's hard telling, and a lot of people have different opinions about it, and I think, sorry.
And can you ever really trust someone? Like, I don't want to say that you can't because of that comparison you made with drug addiction. You know, like, people have learned to trust me when I start having better actions and doing better, but I don't know.
And then the big difference is, fucking Romano's on pills again, he's just gonna fuck himself up. Or Jeffrey Epstein's fucking 14-year-olds, that's a totally different ballgame. Like, you're fucking with somebody's life that's not your own. And I want to say that I believe they could get better, but I also would say that, so for me, I've never stopped thinking about shooting up meth. And I've heard from other recovered IV meth addicts that it took them years to stop thinking about it. And I only did it for a year or less. And if this dude has been doing his DOC, 14-and-a-half-year-old pussy, for however many years, you're way deep into it. And they do say that you can recover from addiction no matter how deep you are into it. Mm-hmm. But it's gotta be impossible just because of the social stigma and the fucking... Dude, and the...
Yeah, and I think there's a weird thing in terms of drugs and alcohol. I think, it gets harder the deeper you get to a certain point because you, like, really have gone deep into it. You know, you have experienced a lot. You know the most euphoria that you can feel, and you know what that feels like. But at the same time, I think it's kind of like the deeper, the better hope you have for recovery. Because, I don't know, for me right now, like, I remember the first time I got sober, first time I went to treatment, and then other times I've gotten sober, like, each time, first time especially, it's like, I had done, like, some bad stuff, some hard drugs, and, like, some shitty behaviors, but all these people in rehab, a lot of them had done way worse than me, and so
that puts it in perspective a little bit. Oh, I haven't really fucked up that much for, someone who got addicted but only is just getting started, really, in the scheme of things.
Well, but here's the thing, like, this last time that I was out, I'm literally one of those guys now. Like, all that, like,
You're one of what guys?
Like, the people that I would hear saying this stuff that was even too bad for me to be doing at the time back in the day in rehab, like, I was doing that stuff. Like, I ended up doing that stuff. So
yeah.
It's like, at this point, I have no excuses.
No. Like, I honestly think, thinking about your situation, scenario, I don't think I've ever seen anybody's addiction start so, like, dabbly and innocent, and then go so far down to, like, the hardcore shit. I've never seen somebody slide like that. And it was very interesting because, I mean, I guess I did too. I guess I probably did that exact same thing.
Sure.
Because I was into the really hard stuff too, the meth, the heroin, and all that. You said you shot up some shit once, right?
A couple times at the end.
At the end, just like at the very end, you're just like really deep in it. Fuck it, I'm gonna try it, but it wasn't really your thing ever.
No, well, yeah, it was just somebody I was with.
Did they do it for you?
Yeah, and I also
so dangerous, man. So sketchy, but it feels so good.
I just like didn't have a ceiling for what I would and wouldn't do. You know
and do you think that's you? Do you think that's a fucking another side of you that doesn't have a ceiling? Because you, right now, you have a ceiling. If I offered you a line of crack right now, you probably wouldn't do it.
No, but a part of my brain would see that, and it'd be like a pot of gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
like, do you think you would do it if I had it right here?
No.
And so, do you think
not right now
that the person who would do it is that still you, or is that a fucking?
I don't think my drug addiction is me. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
I don't think the sum of my actions is me. I don't think my fears are me.
I feel like a different person when I'm fiending for some drugs.
Yeah, and it's easier, in a way.
To
be using, because for me, us using multiple substances, it's like you got this for this downer for this situation going to sleep, you got this upper for the day. Like,
you always know, and I talked about this recently on the podcast, you always know when you're going to be comfortable or when you're going to feel exactly how you want to feel.
Yep, I agree with that.
And that is so hard to give up, dude.
Yeah, but you know, the ending, the thing that I've learned is that, like, I don't know, man, if I'm doing some of these things that help myself and help myself get better, like, I'm really more comfortable right now.
Yeah, dude, I feel amazing right now, and I think it really shows in the world that when you can have fun for a bit, but then it just, fuck. I had something else I wanted to ask you, but I can't quite think of it. Here, while I try to figure it out, off the top of the dome, you do this for me real quick.
Okay.
Name 5 states you don't want to live in.
Wyoming.
Wyoming, okay.
Utah, because it's racist.
Salt Lake City isn't, though. Sorry, go on.
Well, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, okay. Salt Lake City is kind of the Iowa City of Utah.
Okay.
Rhode Island, okay.
Oklahoma.
Family Guy. Oklahoma.
And Nebraska.
Nebraska, that's the one we have in common. I did my top 5
really?
on the dome, and Nebraska was one of them, yeah.
What were yours?
My other ones, I think I said Ohio. I said, I should have said Idaho, but I didn't. And I said Maine, because it's too cold and killer clowns. And, fuck, I can't remember. I said, Kentucky was one of them. That
I don't know why I said Wyoming, too. I feel like Wyoming's, like, low-hanging fruit. Like, I'm just like, man, fuck Wyoming. I don't know why, I'm just like, Wyoming.
I always remember the Weird Al line where he says, I'll sue Colorado, because, I think it looks a little bit too much like Wyoming. Because they're both just squares, man.
Yeah.
Fuck true. Wyoming, man. It's just a square. It's just copying Colorado, man.
True that, dude.
I had to cancel my trip to Rado. Oh, but I'm,
When was that gonna be?
It was, June. It was supposed to be this month. I can't remember.
Was it because of the coronavirus?
Coronavirus, bro. It was actually, yeah. And I got a credit on my Delta account, so I got like, I don't know, $70 or $80 towards somewhere else. And I'm going to Portland soon. I'm gonna go see Winnie, and I'm so excited.
Oh, you sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be
I
great.
She lived there.
Yeah, she does live there, and I can't wait to go see it, and her dog.
See, some of these people do big things. You know what I mean? Big things,
and some just turn into strippers named Diamond, Ruby, Crystal. I wanna fuck you.
Is that what it is now?
That's just what.
Oh wait, no, that's what it was. Yeah. Check her out on Instagram. Look her up, man. Oh yeah, and then the thing with that thing is, in her Instagram bio it says exotic stripper. No.
Exotic dancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's a nice way to say stripper.
Yeah, it's like you're a stripper. And then also it's like, how are you exotic? I mean, there's nothing exotic about you.
She should change it to Joe Exotic Dancer.
Right, I mean...
A dancer for Joe Exotic.
I mean, like, if she had some kind of weird, like, contusion or, like...
Or she was, like, a little person, maybe?
Midget.
Just keep it PC. We're keeping it PC here.
Okay. Are we, though? Are we?
No, we have not been, and that's okay.
Or if she had, like, a third shoulder.
A A third shoulder.
Or like a ball sack.
Where would that come? Where did it come out the back or the front? So a third shoulder right above the tits and then a ball sack hanging down like that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'd be exotic as fuck, man.
Yeah, but it's like there's nothing exotic about you. So I don't know, man.
Dude, so Alex is out of jail, man. Pretty wild.
Who the fuck
or prison.
is Alex?
Prison, bro.
He's in prison.
Yeah,
Nice.
so a while back I lived with the dude Alex, and one day, fucking Romano over here goes over to Alex's house. They both get fucked up on pills and they start shooting guns out the window. Apparently, allegedly, and I recently reconnected with Alex, and he made sure he wanted me. I told him that I've asked you multiple times, and you said you have no recollection of the evening, but I told him I would ask again. Remember anything from that night?
Absolutely not.
He said you broke into the house. He said you climbed up and got
I do
into
remember that.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep, I do remember that.
Just because you really wanted him to give you bars, right?
Yeah.
You really wanted to get that fucking... You were chasing that high.
I was a real piece of shit.
So was he.
Sure. I don't know.
He probably charged you 15 per, too.
Who knows, man? I lost a lot of money during that time, but I don't blame anyone but myself. Alex, I don't blame you, bud.
I feel the same way.
I asked
for it. We asked for it, man.
And the thing is, like, with that night, like, I don't have any recollection of it, and I'm not saying that to defend myself. Like, I'm not saying that...
It's like, I may have been there, but I don't remember.
That's exactly what I told the cops.
Yeah?
They were telling me, they're like, you know, just because you don't remember doesn't mean you didn't do it. And I was like, I know.
Okay, I'm not an idiot.
Like, I know.
Those cops probably don't know what it's like to fucking get on a bendo bender.
No, they don't.
A benzo bender.
That was a 5 day in a row bender. That was probably like day 3 or something.
You guys are doing pain pills too, so that'll really have a synergistic
See, I don't
effect.
remember doing those either.
Right.
I don't.
That's just what I heard from Alex. So.
I kind of knew that might have happened, but yeah, stay away from benzos, guys. Only Valium up in here. No.
If you're taking benzos, you better goddamn have a script, and you better be taking less than a half milligram. That's all I gotta say.
True.
Or you're gonna fuck yourself. Anyway, you wanna go kayaking, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do it, man. I think we're gonna try it.
Can we do like a spooning situation on the kayak?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Can I be big spoon?
I don't know, man. Are your arms strong enough to paddle the kayak and steer?
I don't know, but like, they're lean enough, you know? Like, I can definitely,
You're like young lean up in here.
Yeah, young lean, man. I dominate, you know what
Don't
I mean?
lean too far, we'll tip the kayak over.
Well, you know, you'll tip the kayak over.
Yeah, it'll be me. That's okay.
That's alright.
Anyway, I think this is big. Anything else you want to add? I think this has been a good
yeah,
talk.
I think it's been good. I hope no one takes anything I said too seriously.
Oh, no, they won't. Everybody
sure
knows
don't.
here at the QDecent Podcast not to take shit too seriously because we're just having a good time, man.
Yep. All respect to strippers.
And male strippers. Shout out to male strippers, man. Shout out.
Yeah.
And male prostitutes, too.
Yeah. And
Get that money, boy.
And Derek Chauvin, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that kid. Fuck that kid, Derek Chauvin. Alright, man. So, alright. Where's my remote? I can't find it, but we're just gonna cut the shit out anyway. It doesn't matter.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Did you think it was?
Yeah, no, that was definitely good. Sweet.